just because it's the LGBTQIA plus community, it also means queer, or it also means bisexual. They only think that it's only either gay
Someone
or
who's
trans.
labeled.
Yeah.
You know, and a certain way. कि आप ये कपड़े पहनो, या आप ये करो, या you know, like if they see your Instagram or your social media profile, if you're flamboyant, no, you know that it could be as like normalized. You have to first of all normalize scripts and TV and general entertainment channels. You can't have sensationalization of this community, because I mean, we pay taxes, we pay our bills, we are eating the same food. We don't drink gay coffee or gay milk.
I do.
It was up to corporation.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that I think it is very important to first of all normalize through this process. So this year I have also heard that I had suggested 3-4 names, and but see, at the end of the day, it's in their hand, and they want that. They want these strong personalities for whatever reason. How they define it as strong, they know.
Yeah. In that sense, I guess it's orchestrated. In that sense.
Maybe.
Like, the outcome is always like...
Yeah, and then it looks like, it's fabricated. It's not. Like, I was shocked. I'd actually taken one of my contestants and I said, you will win the show, but don't do this. Nobody will want to work with you outside. That's what happened.
Oh, shit.
And she sips the coffee. I wish it was tea though. It would have been perfect. But from there, like...
it's opaque. You don't have to say it's coffee, bitch. Okay.
It's not opaque. Oh, opaque is actually...
The mug is opaque.
Correct. I always confuse opaque with the brittle. Anyways, sorry. My English is bad. I'm from Bhinder, right? So I don't know.
Bhiwandi ke baaju.
Yeah. But people all the time, people think I'm from Bhandu, Bhiwandi, Bhinder. They put all the B's in one category. Like...
But why not Bandra then? Because also
exactly, but now I moved to Bandra side, so fuck all of them. Fuck all them haters. I dab on them. So in that interim from Big Boss to then doing Saregama challenge, there was a lot of holistic growth, in which even we became friends, and you know that you were really topping every fucking, not only person but also the charts in terms of everything you were doing.
I'm unaware, so I might have been drugged.
Generalizations.
I've been roofied. I think that I kind of idolize a lot of strong women and people in general. And I think I've grown up watching Joan Crawford and Betty Davis. Not like... This is what is happening today to the youth. So I think that it's in our hands to kind of create a better picture for them to look up to, because what are you showing them? Is this what they're going to look at and come out of the closet? They'll probably run far inside into some other land like Narnia or something that they don't want to come out.
Correct.
Because some of the people, even now in some of the recent shows, I think it's terrible. Some of the content is just... And now the OTT platforms are a blessing.
Yeah.
Because you have lovely shows that, we have a choice to. But, that's not massy. Yeah. Everybody doesn't have the money to pay for a Netflix subscription. My driver can't. You understand? So the thing is that what you show on a GEC is also as important as what you show on an OTT.
Correct.
So what I liked about Z as one of the most conservative, orthodox, and longest living channel, which is shown in 172 countries. And this is true because I've been to countries and cities like, George in South Africa and, in Kuala Lumpur and, and very remote places like islands and, all these cities where there's ZTV.
Yeah.
So, so that impact of a GC is very strong. How much ever we say that, but we have an option of OTT. So you put this content on OTT, on an OTT platform. You can't do that because...
and my problem is they already do that. I recently stumbled upon this couple, Sharma's. I saw some skits and all. And there are women dressed up, men dressed up as women who are exceptionally funny and all of that. But it's just, why do they always have to go down this caricature?
Exactly.
Sort of. I get it's also the format of the show. But
and a lot of people are they attribute drag to, the Western. I'm sorry, have you seen? We are gods cross-dressed and performed. So, we are the queens. Where literally literally. So what we do is we selectively disregard what makes us uncomfortable, and I don't know why it makes us uncomfortable, because you and I didn't build these temples, and you and I didn't paint pictures of these gods, right? So I think that what I have sort of grown up listening to is just the fact that we have been so diverse. So what makes us hate on, the community is the conditioning.
Yeah.
That, and I'm sorry, like when a Theresa May says, someone says, oh, we apologize for all of that, all of these things that we kind of subject. Fuck off, we don't need your sympathy. First of all, return what you've robbed. It's not cultural appropriation, it's cultural theft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me back the fucking Kohinoor. If you're so sorry, your ass is so sorry, you need to kind of return what you've robbed. You're not sorry. So don't pretend like because after the Brexit, I feel very bad for you. I sympathize with you. What are you? Tu kya mere liye? Tu mere ko sorry boli? Hat.
Here's the time.
It's a lot of angst that I see.
So, you know what I'm saying? But because they are the ones that created this mess.
Yeah.
And when people say that, oh, they could divide and rule, did they not divide and rule even in terms of sexual minorities?
Exactly.
Why don't people talk about it? Everyone wants to, again, they want to sit and think, हमारी फिल्म को कितना पैसा, कितने likes आए? आपके लिए क्या है? कितना है? अच्छा, 100,000 likes के लिए कितना लेंगे? This is all we want to talk about. या कौन कहाँ किधर नंगा हो रहा है, कितना नंगा हो रहा है, बस.
Exactly.
So, but the thing is that if you don't talk about these things, when you have a platform, when you're in a position of power, who else is going to talk? Those poor, those trans women who are standing on the street and begging? No, but you have to talk on behalf of them. So if we don't start the conversation, it's nowhere. It's going to go nowhere. And I think everybody should make it their duty. It's not like it's not some fucking fashion show or a ramp walk, the Pride Parade.
Yeah.
There have been people on that same path that have died, for you to see this day.
Exactly.
So it's not about the feathers and the jewels and all of that. You need to fucking understand all these things. And it's just, and I have a lot of angst with this, the generation needs to wake up. What are you doing? And if I have to represent the youth at any panel or whatever, I feel bad that the youth doesn't know their history. They don't. Even the drag queens that are coming now don't give people like Alan Gill and all in the 60s used to in the 5 stars do drag shows, and it used to be filled.
Yeah.
It used to be packed.
So what is your wish for them? What apart from knowing the history of it?
I think they have to be a little more grateful.
Okay.
And thankful to the fact that...
How can they?
Take it to the therapist. I mean, how can you... every place I go to and, you don't take names of people who've come before you, just shows that, you have a very negative, self-talk that's going on. So you need to introspect. I can't get into your head. Exactly. I'm a certified counselor myself. But I can't get into your head. You need to sit with yourself and ask these questions.
Yeah.